Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson. Still 9 remaining on second down. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check mash, check mash. Hey, smash Broncos!
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll run again with Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the third.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Okay, ready?
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos 14, Chargers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 14, Chargers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They run again with Jackson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back. 60 Eagles. 60.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Williams from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chargers 7.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. He gives it up. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
But Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They go play action now. Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Jackson going to run, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And some room to roam now. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
second down, another carry for Jackson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And the Chargers first down.
Here's Jackson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Chargers first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Chargers 14.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On second down, there's the option going left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run it with Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Play action. Now Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now Jackson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Chargers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, come on.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First down, Broncos.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Flushed out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, it's Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game. This time it's a turnout is fair play because remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition pick six from earlier in this game?